Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy or indeed anywhere. We are just getting started. Just eases him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's looking wide. And the finish! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Donc he'll try from distance, and that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break, no shortage of pace nor intensity, exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
No goals as yet, and the pass is intercepted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's in a great position here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Singapore are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or...
Decent chance!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Romani. Great defending, strong and determined, and he was quick to react. He's gone for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And he shoots! Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Indonesia, after 40 minutes, is number 17.
Indonesia have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Dix. Just about within shooting range.
There will be 1 minute at a
Excellent
time.
challenge there, uncompromising. He's going for goal! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're threatening to fly away here. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that is indeed the final act.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Indonesia looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Indonesia with the corner, they're first. He's having a pop! Not a bad try by any means.
Joan has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Indonesia, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. Strong running down that left flank. He's found a way through. Now there's a fine ball. He's had a shot!
The attendance for this match
And
was
kept out by the
81,007.
most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This is their second corner of the game. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. Out again for a throw-in. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Dodonk being hunted in packs.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its error.
Oh, he's having a go! No, just not quite.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
High. Romani looking understandably energised after his goal. "75 minutes played. Romani. And he's decided to go for it. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And they've got a throw.
Substitution.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's had it taken off him. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
In with the challenge. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight.
Romani really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, that's delightful. It's gone out for a throw-in.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's a good run down the left. Pelopessi. He's shifting through.
He's having a shot!
It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly they have the result that was of paramount importance.
Hello,
Good enough.
everybody.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Just eases him off the ball. That's headed upfield. This looks promising. Ah, such a clever touch. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Deftly away. Singapore have reclaimed it. And he's heaved it away. Hilgers gets it away.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Romani.
Singapore genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and...
Tries from distance. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And that was very necessary. Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. It says. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, decent chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Romani. Shot at goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he shoots! That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Could be danger here. Good effort from distance. And still, we await the first breakthrough. That is good strength. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's gone looking for safety. And they've got rid. It's a really well-measured ball. The ball has bounced loose now.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Driving forward. He's had a shot! No, just not quite.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Singapore choosing to make the first change.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
This is it then, now or never. Pelopessi. And that's a good ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Big chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! Well, would you believe that?
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Indonesia look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Oh, he's having a go!
No, just not quite.
Romani has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Garuda. He's in a great position.
He's having a hit! Oh, screamer! He's got himself an absolute peach. The first significant strike.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. And he's been shifted off it. Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Quarter of an hour played. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Singapore are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box.
And the finish! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Shot, surely!
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Driving forward. Good effort from distance. Now who's going to be first to this? Again, a brilliant save. Tries from distance. And he's gone looking for safety. He's beaten the last man. Excellent challenge
2
there,
minutes has been
uncompromising.
indicated.
That's the end of the first 45. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Indonesia looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. He is through here! The pressing's intense and it's paid off. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And they are prompt with their pressing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Kalupesi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And the shot! That's another chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Romani. Kalupesi. Now there's a shooting chance!
Romani really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Substitution in progress.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Great defending, strong and determined. Romani looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Indonesia can consider themselves just about safe now. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. And they've got rid.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
a clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. Good chance here! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Romani really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
And the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually.
He's having a shot!
It's out for a goal kick. That's a sharp pass. Oret Mangwan. Oh, the ball's come loose here. They want to be quick to recover this.
He's got away with one there.
This is their second corner of the game.
Impressive jump!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Now there's a fight. He's shooting! They've scored!
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
16 minutes is number 6.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now this could be a chance. Indonesia very much
Takes the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Singapore really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
and they have the players.
He's having a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Romani. This looks promising.
Goes for the shot!
Pressing high and with purpose. In with the challenge.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Romani.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Tries to thread one through. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Indonesia probably looking to come in with a bigger lead, but overall I think there's plenty for them to be happy about. They should look to carry on as they are, although a little more composure in front of goal would be perfect.
Indonesia have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Indonesia currently ahead by the smallest of margins. He's in a great position here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gets a good foot in there. That's really well manoeuvred.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Indonesia are ahead here by what is still the only goal. It's anyone's ball now. So, third corner of the game. He's going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want...
Tries one from range! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. That has been cut short. Oh, that's well spotted. Upamecano. Scholes. Ramon. Kempf. And it's Baturina. Merino. Oh, easy pickings there. Baturina. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now he's running away. Oh, great chance! He's had a shot! And that was struck with genuine force.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Van Dijk. Indonesia so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. To Cristante. Merino. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Ramon. Kempf. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Shevchenko. Indonesia have got it back and they'll have another go. And it's Merino. Played out wide. Messi makes a move down the right. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Shevchenko. Now this could be a chance. Scholes. Oh, well played, well played. That's destined for the flank. Good ball, good take. Oh, just a keeper, and he shoots! And the ball's come loose here. And he's there to belt it away. Van Dijk. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Just a quick reminder today.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So, into the second half. So neither side has yet broken through.
And Shevchenko! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Terrific effort! And that's a tidy finish. And the game has liftoff. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Indonesia, after 49 minutes, is number 4, Upamecano.
Indonesia are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Ball is over the line. Crosses it in, and he's quick to get rid. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Referee has just said play on. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Upamecano turns back here, probably the best option. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Played out to the left flank. Messi. Indonesia are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half, and the score is 1-0. To Cristante. Messi. Looking for options for movement. That is a brilliant interception. Half an hour gone in the second half. Baturina. Merino. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko! And that would have been game, set and match.
Shevchenko really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Substitution for Como. Number 11, number 20.
So changes afoot here, and from both
23.
sides.
Coming on the field, number 7.
Forced to go back.
Number 10. Number
Indonesia
37.
clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And Shevchenko! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
The final 5 minutes. Indonesia close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Lovely feet. In towards the back stick. And he gets rid of it.
He's having a shot! And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have stolen level at the last. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but wow, even so, that's never easy. Everything has to be perfect for that to come off.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Substitution in progress.
And time is up. Well,